Happy Thursday. Okay, what would my low, my high, my act of kindness be? I would have to say that my low would be there's something I gotta do today. It's really nothing, it's really none of your concern or anything. It's just something I'm not quite looking forward to. Maybe someday I'll get around to talking about what that is, but for now I'll just say, I'm not looking forward to this afternoon. And the fact, like, right now outside, it's like, pretty gray and overcast, may just be an omen for what's to come today. But you know, I still had a nice day overall. You know, I got to hang out with my mom and my dad. Did a few things for them. I brought them the garbage. I emptied the dishwasher for. Yeah, wait, was that last night? No, never mind. That was the other night. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. All I did was really bring in the garbage. That was my act of kindness. I just mentioned that my high is, you know, seeing my mom and dad. That was nice. And I can't believe we're already at Thursday. I mean, there's something major I'm gonna do this weekend, and I've been looking forward to this for months. I can't believe it's just about here. I haven't even thought over, like, how I'm gonna, well, here's the thing, I have thought about how I'm gonna go over, like, some of those. Over how I'm gonna, I can't even talk right now. Can you tell I only got, like, just barely over 6.5 hours of sleep? I mean, what I'm trying to say is, I have thought over how I'm going to go about this weekend. That's how we go, okay. And, the only thing I really need is, it's gonna sound silly, but what I need is a motivation playlist. I mean, I know what songs I want to put on it. I just gotta put it all together. But, you know, but that's just what I'm going through right now. The only other, you know, I really was going to say, this isn't really a low, but I do find this annoying. It's that, okay, there's one movie I've been waiting for months to see. And this is the week it comes out. It's, Bottoms. I really want to see that movie so bad. But, it got a limited release. Really upset by that. Like, seriously, I saw the trailer for the movie Bottoms. I thought it was the funniest thing I ever saw. And it sucks. Because we're not getting that movie. I mean, not unless somehow it comes later. Which, really, I really want to see that movie. The only other thing I can take some solace in is, okay, so there is another movie that, believe it or not, is coming out on Netflix tomorrow that I'm probably going to have to get up at like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning to watch. Not entirely looking forward to that. But here's the thing, I want to see this movie just because I saw what the scores are on Rotten Tomatoes for this movie already. And, like, actually, I'm going to look it up again. It's like 89 last night before I went to bed. Yeah, Bottoms is 98%. I wish I could see that movie. It really frustrates me that we don't get this movie. Nowhere. I'm looking up theaters in my area right now. Nothing. How are we not getting anything about Bottoms? I'm so upset about this. But the movie that's coming out tomorrow on Netflix is, if I can get it, it's a long title. You Are So Not Invited to My Bat Mitzvah. Now, for those of you, well, there's a lot to unpack regarding what that title is. I mean, where do I even start? The only thing I really know about a bat mitzvah is a bat mitzvah is for girls, or a bat mitzvah is for guys. It's something that people in the Jewish community do, like when they turn 13, and they have like a big party, celebrate them becoming, adults and stuff. And they get like lots of presents and money. I mean, I'm Catholic, so I really don't have much context. I've never been to one of those events before, but, I hear they're wonderful times, I guess. But here's the thing about this movie that interests me the most. It's the fact that, hold on. Oh, no. Wait. Okay. How do I start with this? It's a movie starring Adam Sandler and his two daughters. Now, where do I even begin about Adam Sandler? For those of you who don't know who Adam Sandler is, I want to say, have you been living under a rock all this time, but it'd probably be for the best. But Adam Sandler is an actor and comedian who garnered early fame and success on SNL. He would then later go on to do movies like Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison, Little Nicky. Like, for every one good movie he's ever done, he's done like 10 horrible ones, including the ones I just mentioned. I mean, at least Billy Madison and Happy Gilmore are quotable. Speaking of those two movies, those movies garnered so much success over the years and such a following that Adam Sandler actually named his production company after those two movies, Happy Madison. Okay. Here's the thing. Like, my history, here are the Adam Sandler movies I would even remotely recommend. And even they're a bit of a stretch. Well, there is one good one that I do recommend, and that's The Wedding Singer. That might be my favorite Adam Sandler movie. I will say I love The Wedding Singer. The only reason why I don't really consider it in my Mount Rushmore of rom-coms is the end is kind of stupid. Not like him singing Grow Old With You to Drew Barrymore, but like before that when, literally the only reason why that scene happens is because of a misunderstanding. And the misunderstanding is, we gotta do something for a big finale at the end. Like that sort of thing. But, it does have an amazing soundtrack. I'll give The Wedding Singer that. Other movies I recommend? Well, as a football fan, it's going to sound really weird, but I do recommend The Longest Yard remake. I mean, the fact that they got Burt Reynolds to be in that movie, to give the movie his blessing, that's already a plus. But it still has the sort of childish Happy Madison humor that, people with a limited number of brain cells would laugh at. You Don't Mess with the Zohan is the same thing, but only it's wildly offensive. But I will admit it is kind of funny. and insensitive. I never saw Uncut Gems. I never saw that movie. I also never saw Hustle either. Unfortunately, Adam Sandler had so many bad movies that I don't really trust anything he's ever done. So I haven't seen Uncut Gems. I never saw Hustle. The only reason why I'm even remotely interested in seeing You Are So Not Invited to My Bat Mitzvah is this movie really more stars his two daughters, if I can find the names. Sonny and Sadie Sandler, who, again, they're his kids. I mean, as long as Adam Sandler keeps his annoyances to it, like, one thing about Adam Sandler movies that you really gotta understand is, like, usually Adam Sandler movies being bad is, you know, par for the course. But they're worse if he's doing a voice. Like he did for Little Nicky. Or The Water Boy. Or That's My Boy. Or Jack and Jill. Again, like, don't watch those movies. Those movies are horrible. I've never seen those movies, nor do I ever want to. But, I mean, I'm sure this is probably Adam Sandler's way of getting his daughters to be famous. Which, I mean, I guess kudos for being a good dad on that front. But at the same time, maybe because, I mean, I just mentioned that, you know, a bat mitzvah really is like a Jewish rite of passage for, you know, becoming an adult. Maybe I could see that kind of childish humor being brought down to a low, or probably not even there at all. I mean, the good news is it's streaming on Netflix, so I can immediately just turn off the movie if I don't like what I watch. But then again, at this moment, it's got an 89% on Rotten Tomatoes. That's insane. Like, a Happy Madison movie with a score that high? It's unheard of. I mean, even in good movies like Funny People or The Wedding Singer, like, they're like in the 60s. Barely passing. All you need is 40 people to review You Are So Not Invited to My Bat Mitzvah. Man, that's a mouthful. And you have a movie that's certified fresh. Provided all 40 of those critics like it. Or, you know, a good, you know, again, 89% of them like it, and that's what they do. It looks like so far only 9 people have reviewed it. And then there's the, like, even if I were to do a MoReas on this movie, the only way for me to do it tomorrow would be to get up at like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning and then watching this movie. Which I could do. I mean, I did that with Nimona, but that's because Nimona was freaking amazing. It was worth it to do it for Nimona. I'll tell you what. If I'm really feeling it, and I remember to set my alarm for like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, I'll give this movie a watch. And if I start talking about this movie in tomorrow's video, you will then know that I actually watched it. I'm not entirely sure if... Okay, you know what? Here's the thing. Full disclosure, I know I just sort of, bashed on Adam Sandler for a little while. But here's the thing. Adam Sandler actually has the reputation for being one of the nicest people ever. Like, literally anyone who's ever worked with Adam Sandler has said nothing but nice things about the guy. He knows how to keep himself poised and funny in interviews. Like, it really is a case of, like, he's more than capable of being better than advertised. It's just, he chooses not to. And I think that's why a lot of people who watch movies, including myself, are really turned off by what he does. Even if, like, again, once in a while you get, like, an uncut gems. So, I'm going to try and give this movie a watch. I really think I'm going to try and give this movie a watch. And, I mean, listen, we don't have a new Hot Ones episode this week. This movie might be the only thing I got worth talking about in the morning. So, it looks like I've got some planning to do. I hope you all liked this video. If you didn't like, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on social media. As always, I am very humbled to make this video for all of you guys watching. Enjoy for today. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Thursday. And remember, if any of you guys want to talk, the channel is going to be here to lend you. Always right back. Take care and make good choices. 607 all day, baby.